Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Mostert, the ball carrier. Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Coleman now. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a really nice job by protecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 45-yard line.
Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty live. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mostert. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
They'll run with Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this...
And he hits it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trent Taylor there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ravens, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Halftime rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Right back to Dobbins on first. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Dobbins. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. On
3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
1st down, Baltimore.
First down, Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Dobbins. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back now here in Santa Clara. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. This is Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it in their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Pay attention, pay attention.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.